Welcome, everyone, to the Sickos Committee Podcast. This is our podcast for out of time stream. We have no what day it is. We have no clue what time it is. It is midday on a Monday. Is it Monday?
It is Monday. Yes, technically.
Jesus Christ.
Happy Monday. As always, linear time was a mistake, especially during the week between Christmas and New Year's when everything is a lie.
This is a real fake ass week.
Mm-hmm.
This is the kind of week where you give out a $2.5 million trophy in Phoenix, and you call that a normal thing.
Totally normal.
The Fiesta Bowl is the most scamminest bowl because they've actually been arrested for this shit, right?
Yes. The Fiesta Bowl is the scam bowl.
Okay, I thought so. So, and we say that lovingly. Like, bowls should be scams. There's Commission's body language right now is so pained. Like, well, we really shouldn't say that about these bowls.
Well, no, I'm just like, my 7-year-old is behind me doing things.
He can't hear us. It's fine.
It's okay. It's just, you know, you just see his little face in the corner.
We've lost all control here, people.
Midday podcast featuring the Commission's son playing hide-go-seek behind me on the camera. Also, this is happy birthday to LeBron James.
Yes.
Happy birthday to Tiger Woods. But the most important birthday on December 30th when we're recording is Commission's father. This is Commission's father's birthday. In the fakest week of all, he had the horrible gift of being born 5 days after Christmas, where you get lost in this week.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to. It's been so hard to like get him 2 different gifts his whole life. Like
I can't imagine.
It's like, if you don't get the gift in time, like, is it still gonna arrive? Like, you know, in a certain time frame in this weird window between Christmas and New Year's.
Today is also Obnoxiously Pitt Nana's birthday. So, yes.
Fuck West Virginia. Obnoxiously Pitt
She would never say that.
They can go fuck themselves.
Obnoxiously Pitt Nana gave up on sports when the Dodgers moved out of Brooklyn, to give you some context.
Fair. Well, folks, today we're going to cover the rest of the bowls because we got to the end of last night's episode and realized, oh no, we're out of time. We spent 45 minutes talking about Pop-Tart Bowl lore, which totally needed, by the way. There was lots of lore to unpark there. In fact, y'all, last night at 2 a.m, I was at the airport to pick up my wife and child. And I was sitting there thinking about, pondering about where Hot Fudge Sundae was. Because I was pretty sure that Hot Fudge Sundae had absolutely, just gone to, what do you call the place that's not heaven, not hell? In
Purgatory? Or Burgatory if you buy sandwiches there.
Talk. What's up? Say hi.
Hi,
Say hi, Beth.
Hi, Beth.
Hi,
Perfect. This is great. I love this.
This is a mess. This is great.
Implying that we're ever not a mess.
We should always record in the middle of the afternoon with special guests.
This energy is so weird. I love it.
Imagine if this was our real jobs, because this is probably when we'd be recording.
That is true.
Our real jobs. So this is he'd definitely be in school though.
No, you can get him out for this.
Okay,
recording at noon
it's job experience.
Recording at noon regularly feels very wrong to me, and I don't know why.
No, it feels like this little daylight shouldn't see this.
No, we shouldn't.
No, our crimes are being seen by the light of the sun, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, the Daystar should not see this.
Plus, it also means that I have permanent touched by an angel light, and I can never get used to that.
Oh, that's true. You're very glowy today.
Yeah, I record directly. Listener, I record directly under a skylight. At night, it makes no difference whatsoever, but during the day, it's like, hi, I'm Roma Downey, and I'm here to save your souls.
Folks, today we need to talk about 8 games, and then you can be free of this. It is the 4 quarterfinal games, and then the post-New Year's bowl games. Gator, First Responder, Dukes, and Bahamas.
Yeah.
So, as always, I am Jordan. With me today I have Kamish.
Today.
Girl, and Beth. Special Beth friend, Becca, sitting in the background.
Hi, Becca!
And special Kamish friend, Child, in the background. Also, my child may be here at some point too.
Yeah, my son, I don't know, he disappeared, but I don't know. He popped back in, so this may surprise.
I have no friends and no children.
Oh,
and
You're on your own. You have no friends. Give up your guns and die.
Implying I have any guns. I will simply die.
Someone just went, hey, she said the words to Les Mis wrong. No, I didn't. You can prove it. That's the right conjunction. Fight me.
Let's talk about our 4 college football playoff quarterfinals first. The KPQFs.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Playoffs.
We have the traditional 4 big ones: the Fiesta, the Peach, the Rose, and the Sugar.
Just the way God drew them up.
We're not talking about other games on those days because today, of course, on the 30th, we have the Music City Bowl. Tomorrow, we have a lot of those extra bowls: Texas Citrus Sun, Relia Quest, Outback. But tomorrow night, the 31st, your New Year's Eve amuse-bouche is going to be Boise State versus Penn State in, of course, the traditional Boise State location of the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah, as God intended.
Yeah,
it feels right.
I love that we're getting the Fiesta on New Year's Eve. I mean, because that's when you have the Fiestas.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Boise returning to the scene of a crime?
What crime? Defeating Oklahoma?
That wasn't a crime.
This is not a crime.
That was a gift to humanity.
Yeah.
Oklahoma would argue that this is a crime scene that needs tape around it. I'm pretty sure.
I don't really give a shit what Oklahoma thinks.
The chair does not recognize the delegate from Oklahoma.
Hey, Oklahoma, when you guys could beat Navy in a bowl game, then we'll talk, okay?
Oh.
Out here strutting like beating Bama means something. I said it.
Yeah, we are a lot feistier at
The
12.
scene?
Jesus
How
Christ.
are we even fightier in the afternoon?
Welcome to Noon Beth, bitches.
This is true. Noon Beth was really overwhelming. I was not ready for this. I came out and Beth is like sitting on the patio with her coffee, with her like tea or whatever, and she's already yelling at her computer. I was not ready for that.
Man, I was yelling at people at work, so I'm fired up too. This is like big noon Sick House Committee energy here. This is great. And there's a Big Ten team in this, so it works.
And to be clear, it is big noon Sickos Committee energy.
Noon.
You all have clothes on.
Yes.
For you.
We have
I showed you foot today. I showed you foot.
It's true. We did get free foot today.
I'm going to
About this
put on
game,
another layer for safety.
I'm just glad my kid can't hear this.
Do we have any opinions about this game?
I mean, it feels like it's like okay. And there's a part of me. It feels like Ashton Genty versus the world here,
Mm-hmm.
and the world is Penn State, in central Pennsylvania, Happy Valley State College. Again, they're still mad at us on Instagram, so I'm rooting even harder for Boise State now.
Ashton Genty introduced James Franklin to levels of pain he has heretofore never experienced. Please, I beg of you.
I would really enjoy that also.
That would be
I need to say that. Everybody knows already, but really, I just please.
Set every rushing record there has ever been in a college football game against Penn State's vaunted defense.
So
Personally run over James Franklin. Leave a really nice cleat print on his bald forehead.
Truck him.
Yeah.
We can put lights on it to be festive.
Truck him. It sounded like something different, but okay.
According to Parker's Stats of War, matches up the top EPA help me. EPA.
Expected points allowed?
Points added per rush.
Right.
The number 1 expected points added per rush team, Boise State, versus the number 6 expected points added per rush defense, which is Penn State. This is going to be like watching kids play G.I. Joes by slamming G.I. Joes into each other.
I want this game to be such a mangling that Penn State fans only hang the first round banners outside of their house because they refuse to acknowledge that this game exists. That's what I want. Also, can we have Parker on in the offseason to explain all of his various abbreviations to me like I am a 4-year-old? I promise I will do my bestest to listen.
Yes,
I love you, Parker, and it's not a you problem. This is a me problem where I look at it and I'm like, why is my alphabets getting into a fight?
This game should be way closer than anyone thinks. I think that Vegas has this at 10. I think 10.5 maybe, Penn State.
That's too many. That
feels like too many. And unless something they just get behind schedule real fast and then you get they get run over. But 10.5 feels like a lot.
I feel like you just had good Alar and it's time for bad Alar. Where all of those slight overthrows turn into picks, because we've seen that.
It's like good bow and bad bow, but like less chaotic.
He's not so much, he doesn't have the tennis ball launcher on the Roomba energy.
Yeah.
He just has I got jumpy and excited and all of my passes go far.
The energy that Penn State brought to the SMU game was we're going to play this so perfect that there's no question, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that they can do that 2 games in a row.
I don't know that we've
especially not in Phoenix or Tempe. Sorry, Tempe technically.
Don't worry, Pennsylvanians in a dry heat is one of my favorite things.
Wait, why are we in Tempe?
The festival's in Tempe.
It's in Glendale.
Glendale. Sorry, Glendale.
Got your Arizona places confused.
Those are all the...
Move it to Flagstaff. Put it in the Waukon Sky Dome.
Play it in the Sky Dome. Let's do it. Bring it to NAU.
That would slap, honestly.
That would be awesome.
I'm more interested in going immediately.
Guaranteed. That stadium rules.
Okay, next game. Spin the wheel. We are on to the Peach Bowl, which is the early game on New Year's Day. That is Arizona State versus Texas. This is a checks notes here, Big 12 SEC matchup, but not the way you think.
Imagine SEC Arizona State, though. What a vibe.
In our what was the awful show on Amazon Prime that was the alt history show, Man in the High Tower?
Or Man in the High Castle, which is based off of a book by Philip K. Dick.
Yes.
For the record.
Forks in the High Castle.
This feels like, oh no, we're in an awful alternate time where Arizona State has joined the SEC. We have to fix it. We have to get the video back.
And this is why you don't go back in time and give AK-47s to Robert E. Lee. I've been screaming about this for 10 years.
It's somehow like if Arizona State was in the SEC, they would be in the SEC East division for some odd reason.
Yeah.
They're
South Carolina's rival. They play them every year.
Yes.
Totally.
Natural rival.
It's also... They could hang out with Georgia and bond over how much they both like golf. You know,
they
you got
like
the Masters,
you
got the Waste Management Open. Very similar.
But I want them to play Mississippi State all the time. That's the problem.
I don't need to ask the three of you where your loyalties lie here. I just need to say that I am really hurt on this one. This pains me. Because, of course, I want Texas to win. I want Texas to win big. I want there not to be a question here. But... little bit of me really wants Arizona State to do this just to fuck the system up. Sometimes you want to see what happens when you throw a fork into a dishwasher.
I want a really ugly game here. Like, I want a game that's just everyone, like, we find new rakes to step on.
Jordan, where do you put your forks if not in the dishwasher?
Garbage disposal.
I was like, that's another way to like...
Or microwave. Either of those would have worked.
But not the dishwasher.
You put them in the dishwasher? Are the forks up in the dishwasher?
Yes, I always put forks up in the dishwasher.
Forks up? Okay, that's Arizona State, you know?
Yeah, no, I put them up.
Forks up.
I regret to inform Arizona State that I am a forks down in the dishwasher person.
Oh,
but forks up this weekend.
Forks up this weekend. So we're going forks up, horns down?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, forks up, horns down.
That's the way I like to. Wait, no, what?
This is our contribution to Urban Dictionary, and I've never been sadder.
We only get one contribution to Urban Dictionary. I'm going to have to try harder.
I'm going to take you forks up, horns down to mouth heaven. Hell yeah.
Oh my God. No.
I'm just laughing that...
Commish, I'm sorry.
Arizona State has to go to the Peach Bowl.
He's driving this so hard. He's trying.
It just baffles me. Like, that's the one they got tied into.
Yeah.
It was the first choice.
It was just like, okay, like why didn't they get the Rose Bowl? They're like, okay, whatever.
Because they weren't number one.
Yeah, because Oregon wants the Rose Bowl.
They didn't get the Sugar Bowl because, I mean, oh God, Arizona State in State in New Orleans. Oh no,
that's a public health hazard.
Okay, yeah.
Apparently, the traditional tie-ins for the main team have to exist.
Yes.
Okay.
So they had the SEC champ has to go to the Sugar Bowl.
Okay.
And did Georgia get their usual exemption where they're going to move to Mercedes-Benz? Or were they unable to schedule a natural disaster to make that happen this time?
Unable to do that, they are going to have to play in New Orleans, which, oh shucks.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So
darn.
This being the Peach Bowl is weird.
Yeah.
What I do love the fact is going on to the next game, just mentioning it, the Rose Bowl. Oregon, Ohio State, 4 p.m. on the 1st. This game is never going to be a college football playoff semifinal or final. We realize that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the Rose Bowl people will not move off of January 1st unless January 1st is Sunday.
And they got the Big Ten matchup just like they wanted.
They got what they wanted. And so therefore they are going to have exactly what they wanted and flowers. And the best part is that the Rose Bowl Tournament of Roses parade has been on TV or videoed so many times that we have video of like a young Shirley Temple. I assume it's blurry, but I assume she's smoking a bunch of unfiltered and drinking whiskey and waving to people as she goes through Pasadena. I can't tell for sure. I assume that's what it was.
I love that for her.
You can see before there were characters or whatever, just like all the shit we used to put out in parades. Like, oh, look, it's a tribute to the magical Far East. What Far East? I don't know.
Look, it's the Works Progress Administration marching by in their banners.
Some of those old recordings are the best.
I do want to take this moment to say, as I probably do every year, that I think the Rose Parade is legitimately very cool. It's the best nationally televised parade by a long shot because all the floats are really creative and like think about all of the work that goes in. Somebody with tweezers putting every little sunflower seed or whatever it is on the float. Like I really want to go to the Rose Bowl someday, both to go to the Rose Bowl, but also to see the Rose Parade.
So one of my friends from college goes every year and volunteers to make parade floats. Like that is how they spend their Christmas. And I would love to do that.
Hold on, I have breaking news.
Oh,
so this is associated with the Fiesta Bowl, the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. The Phoenix Zoo's greater one-horned rhino has made the prediction for the Fiesta Bowl game, according to the rhino named Chuty the Cutie Rhino.
Aww.
Yeah.
Chuty the Cutie.
Potentially a lot less cute here in a moment.
Has picked Boise State to win the Fiesta Bowl.
Extremely cute rhino.
The rhino has spoken.
By knocking over the Penn State thing with the rhino horn.
A rhino after my own heart.
Yes.
And now to finish the pact, we kill the rhino and snort its horn?
No. This is a good rhino. This is a friend rhino.
We kill the rhino and snort his horn.
Somebody's first reply to this Verbo tweet was like, what's Chuty's record with picks overall?
He's no Pulpo Paul, I'll tell you that.
Oh my god.
I only respect octopi that predict World Cup results.
I know.
We're only conserving things that have good wins above replacement.
Y'all, I don't know what you want us to tell you about Oregon versus Ohio State. It's going to be a banger. Like, that's what else do you want for me to tell you about this game, guys? Watch it or don't. It's fine.
Okay. I want to propose something here. So let's just say like you're a non-college football watcher completely. Mm-hmm. You only watch like the traditional games. You don't really watch the regular season whatsoever. And the only thing that you do as a college football traditionalist is you watch the Rose Bowl every year. Will you know anything different about this game? Like you're like, hey, it's a West Coast team. Hey, it's a Big Ten team. Is this any different? No. Like, has your mind been broken in any way?
Unless you have the audio on and they start bitching about something.
So
I'm sure they will talk. You watch this
in your
broadcast.
wine bar, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they will talk on the broadcast about how this is a rematch, and you college football traditionalists will probably scratch your head and go, "Oh wow, that's a really good non-con matchup for Ohio State. They don't usually do that."
That's
and
true.
You're right. You're absolutely right. It was a great non-con matchup. Congratulations.
Congratulations. The one person that is basically it's like Encino Man, but for the Rose Bowl.
Y'all, this is the best lineup we've had of fuck, I'm hungover on New Year's Day. Let me just watch 3 football games that are going to be pretty good. Like, this is one of the best days I've seen in a long time. Yeah. Arizona State, Texas, Oregon, Ohio State, and then Sugar Bowl, Georgia, Notre Dame. That's a fucking banger.
I'm worried about Arizona State, Texas.
My friend Becca has pulled out the Amaraton and is looking at it like it's a weapon and or...
Oh God,
Jordan, I'm gonna need you to say the word again.
Did I say it wrong? I keep getting it wrong. It's not an Amaraton. Automaton.
Automaton.
Automaton. Why is there an R in there? I don't know.
There isn't one.
It's automaton.
Automaton. Okay.
And now it's going in the background. So enjoy that.
Oh, nice. This
automaton cometh.
I'm worried about the Arizona State-Texas uniform matchup. I'm hoping Arizona State has like maroon and yellow, and like Texas is all white, please, because otherwise it's not going to be. Arizona State would technically be the home team, I think. Here.
Yes.
Arizona State is technically the home team. Yes.
Yes, okay.
It occurs to me that if you are a true Rose Bowl traditionalist, you will notice nothing that has gone wrong about this game because you're not going to start watching it until the beginning of the fourth quarter when the sun is going down.
Oh, you're just only there for the...
Yeah.
Well, there's, the last 2 stadiums to hold a Rose Bowl are both famous for the sundowns there. Mm-hmm. That would be, of course, the Rose Bowl Stadium and, of course, the Cowboy Stadium.
The sundowns?
Yeah, the beautiful sun going down over the Walmart. blinding half the fucking audience.
Most people would say sunset, but yes.
Okay,
we are not most people. As
We are.
previously established, this podcast is not most people.
This is what happens when the sun is not down and we're recording this.
Georgia Notre Dame at the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. This again just feels like a classic Sugar Bowl matchup. Like Notre Dame is like tripped their way ass first into a big bowl game. Okay, cool. That makes sense to me.
So,
Georgia's gonna obliterate them. Cool.
Yeah,
that makes sense to me.
I don't know that they are, though, is the thing.
No.
Brian Kelly, Mama's calling. And by calling, I don't mean like on the phone calling. I mean like she has shown up at your front door and is banging and demanding why you haven't visited in 3 Christmases.
Mom, I've been busy.
So Parker has Notre Dame actually winning this, but it's very close.
Notre Dame surprised me a little bit during the first round of the playoffs, honestly. I watched them lose to NIU, and then I did not watch any other Notre Dame football. And in that time, they magically became good.
I mean, there's some huge injuries by both teams here. Like the quarterback is down for Georgia, and then the captain of the defensive line for Notre Dame is out. He got injured in the Indiana game. And Georgia is forced to do nothing but run the dang ball because you got your backup quarterback, which would be crazy if like Mike Bobo's just like, fuck it, we're passing every down, which I would not put it past him to do that. Man, I don't know who wins this game. I feel like this is going to be like a field goal touchdown game, point differential difference at the end.
I feel like this Georgia team too does have it has a not so secret suck button. I'm not sure that Notre Dame can find the not so secret suck button, but boy, yeah, this one could go off in a weird bad way.
I mean, they found Indiana's suck button.
I would be surprised if one side blows the other side out.
It's going to be close.
Oh, this could be like ugly and stupid.
Yeah, this could be like 17-14.
Oh, I'm going to throw up.
12-11.
Old school smash mouth.
Just a walrus melting in the heat.
You slobber knocker enough nowadays.
Our slobbers are simply not sufficiently knockered anymore, and it's a problem.
Well, I mean, we try to eliminate the head injuries with targeting penalties, so there's no more slobber knockers.
We have, of course, after our Kufas, our college football playoff quarterfinals.
I didn't know what he was doing there.
If you or someone you love suffers from Kufa, please make sure that you contact Monsanto.
I thought you were saying I was stroking out.
I was a little concerned about that. Yeah.
Is he buffering?
How about all by itself on the 2nd of the new year, the Gator Bowl, Duke Ole Miss at 6:30 p.m. Central.
God, I want Duke to win this one so bad.
Yes. Yeah, right. Lane Kiffin will yeet whatever he has in his hands into the goddamn sun,
and then we'll get some like really emo Instagram posts about it.
Yeah.
Duke fans, if you do win this, please finish this game by just like gently golf clapping as Ole Miss leaves. It's respectful.
Lane will go back to his hot yoga he does with the yoga mommies every morning.
Please never say yoga mommies again.
What? That's what he does. He goes to yoga with the yoga mommies. This is a thing.
Is that a sex thing? It sounds like a sex thing.
I don't think it is if you think it is.
I think Lane Kiffin thinks it is.
I'm not Googling this.
I can't even. I mean,
good luck having a normal day after this, folks.
Big news podcast.
Implying that I ever have a normal day. It's fine.
Is there a way to like have Lane Kiffin like lose this game in like heartbreaking fashion, but then him ride off in the sunset in Jacksonville very sad on a jet ski? Or can you even look sad on a jet ski?
Is it possible to be sad on a jet ski?
In
this essay, I will.
I don't know. Like, can you be sad on a jet ski?
No, because you're in a jet ski.
Someday I will tell you the Puddles jet ski story, and then you can judge for yourselves.
Having heard the Puddles jet ski story, I don't know that anyone was ever sad on the jet ski. I think they were anxious on the jet ski, and that's different.
And then they were off the jet ski.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you got to stay on the jet ski, but like the only time that I saw like somebody that was a little worried on the jet ski.
It's one of my knives. Don't worry.
Yeah, a friend of the show, Becca, is now walking around in the background with a knife. Like a big one.
The only one that I've ever seen someone like sad on a jet ski, but it was just when DJ Khaled was lost at night in Miami on his jet ski. But that's, I don't think he was sad.
Is this like Chaos Siblings assertion that you can't be sad in a Mexican restaurant, and therefore you should always get bad news like, hey, your cancer is inoperable in a Mexican restaurant, because in the background you're hearing ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and you can't be sad.
There are certain grocery stores I go to where I cannot feel bad. Like the really fancy grocery store near my house, I cannot feel bad at it. So whenever I'm having a bad day, I just go there.
It's true. Can't be sad in a Trader Joe's.
No.
In the parking
Don't
lot,
ring
you
the
can.
bell. Where?
In the Trader Joe's parking lot, you can, because you can't find a damn spot. But yeah.
Well, that's a fist fight. Once you're inside, it's fine.
The Trader Joe's here backs up to a Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
That's the worst idea I've ever fucking heard.
Oh no! Disaster!
Oh my
What
God.
a bad idea!
Oh, that's the worst urban planning. Someone urban planner needs to be fucking shocked from doing that.
It is marginally better if you go on Sunday, except for the fact that everyone goes to Trader Joe's on Sunday.
We have 2 games on the 3rd, and I had to skip one.
Oh.
Because one is the First Responder Bowl, which is at SMU. This is North Texas versus Texas State. And that's because I'm going to, in the evening, the grand Mayo of them all, the grand emulsification of them all.
Yes.
Minnesota versus Virginia at the Duke's Mayo Bowl, 6:30 ESPN. I am so excited. And
Poison Bowl.
friend of the program, Courtney, longtime listeners will remember this is the Courtney that got me onto Fernet. She is going with me. So we're going to have a good time.
I'm so mad.
Folks, we said hi.
I'm so mad that you can go anywhere with your cool pass, and I could not while I was there.
Me and Tubby are going to have a moment where I look into his eyes.
I couldn't get anywhere near Tubby. 30 feet was the closest I could get, which kind of felt restraining ordery, I have to admit.
That was for your safety.
Okay, fair.
I tried to get time off for this one and I couldn't pull it off this year, but maybe next year.
Mitch, the thing that you got time off for in January, our special project, is going to wipe this one off the planet. Just so
I don't know, man, because I want to go to can we call it the Mayor Bowl? Like it's the mayor of Mayo.
Oh, or the Mejor?
Mejor.
Are you going with Spanish?
The Mayor Bowl. It's
Mayor.
older.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
Commish to Mallorca.
This is Kamish's travel log where we sent him to Ibiza. Oh, yeah. This is going to be great.
And then that's right. I just said the new Fresno State head coach, last name, Ince. The Bulldogs head coach.
I did just get, friend of the program, CFP Campus Tours, I did just get in the mail. Well, first off, I just got a certain Pit Girls card, by the way. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
But I also got the 2025 Obstructed Views calendar.
Hooray!
I gotta go check the P.O. box again. I haven't done that in so long.
I just got that. And so the reason that I know that I'm going to the Duke's Mayo Bowl and CFP Campus Tours is because he's having to plan it so that he goes to the First Responder Bowl in SMU, goes to DFW, and then flies to Bahamas the next day.
Yes.
For the Bahamas Bowl, and then immediately flies back to Houston for the D3 championship game. He's going to be in the Bahamas, I believe, for 10 hours.
He must have so many frequent flyer miles.
I assume it's all in first class, right? It has to be.
No, man, he's like when we had him on the podcast.
That's right.
Like,
he slums it.
He slums it everywhere. He's like anything that's cheaper, he'll do it. He'll sleep in a rental car.
I had no idea that Planet Fitness was so useful.
Planet Fitness is the key to the CFP Campus Tour.
That and the yummy Sheets cookies that I also enjoy.
And Buc-ee's. He's become a big Buc-ee's fan this year since he's spent so much time in Texas.
This makes sense.
He went for the hippo taco or the rhino taco.
My offer to go to a teal game with him still stands.
Beth, I do want to say that both of those are poison for you. The hippo taco, I believe, is, let's see here.
I didn't know I was allergic to hippos. Today I've learned so much.
Yeah, I have questions about how it is legal to have hippo taco.
It's Texas.
If I can find it real fast. It's got like eggs and all the stuff in it. Bacon, eggs. Sorry, the hippo is bacon, eggs, beans, potatoes, and cheese. One of my favorite breakfast tacos is just bean and cheese. It's just refried beans and cheese. It's really good.
I would really enjoy that.
I don't like refried beans. They're just texturally not great for me.
I get that. I totally get that.
I will eat all of yours forever.
Okay.
You're gonna have a rough day if you go in hard on that. The rhino is the same except instead of bacon, it's sausage.
Fine. Surely my 40-year-old body is the same as my 20-year-old body. I will be fine.
Things I've always said and have never come true. The First Responder Bowl, North Texas versus Texas State, is going to be an absolute banger. This one's going to be a bajillion points. SMU is going to run out of alcohol again.
As God intended.
I mean, Texas State drank them out of it last year.
against Rice. Against
they're
Rice.
They're going to do it again. Texas State will do it again.
North Texas showing up? Yes. God, yes.
Oh, man. That
stadium is not big enough to handle this.
This game, I have a feeling this game may get stupid and fighty also.
Which is why it's going to need first responders.
Yeah, it definitely. They'll be there.
We have a lot
they
of
better be
husbands to release.
they're going to be there. And this is, oh my God. It's a good day, like the Friday, like after New Year's. Yeah, somebody's going to have fireworks in the stands
Drunk
too.
jazz band released to conductor.
There's going to be
man, Scrappy going to be scrapping.
Drunk jazz band released to Sad Eagle.
Boko versus Scrappy.
Oh
my God, mascot fight for sure.
Remember, it's new Boko. We discovered that they made a new Boko. New Boko sucks.
No, bring back old Boko.
Bring back old Boko.
I want Star Wars extra Boko. That's the only Boko I recognize. New Boko is haram, actually.
Yeah, we grade them based on how much their eyes point in the same direction, and it fails on all metrics. New Boko is terrible.
I want Hammerhead Shark Boko.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then we have, of course, Minnesota, Virginia Tech at the Mayo Bowl, which I didn't know I needed this matchup, but oh my God.
Look, man.
DJ Fleck is going to be the angriest mayonnaise-covered man I've ever seen.
No, he is going to embrace the Mayo. He would totally embrace the Mayo. Like, he would not do this. Like, he was a teacher.
His head will be so shiny.
His skin will be very soft afterward.
Polish your head for a nickel, sir? Polish your head for a nickel?
He was a teacher. He would be the one that would be, like, getting you to raise funds so you could pie him in the face. Like, he's going to love this if he's able to get the Mayo. And PJ Fleck would be the one in the dunk tank at the fundraiser, like yelling at you to, like, knock him into the water as the teacher. Yeah, he totally embrace this. I would like to see Minnesota win this just for the Fleck Mayo dump. I hate that I root for the team in the game is like which coach I want to see get Mayo dumped on them more. And I want Fleck to get the Mayo dump.
I think this is a very reasonable way to pick.
Yeah, it's what it is. It's just like, I'm sorry, Brent Pry, your hair is very nice. I don't want you to have that messed up.
No, Mayo probably pretty good for your hair, honestly.
Probably.
Honestly.
Hokies fans, it's great, but I want Fleck with the Mayo. I want.
I am sad that we didn't get to see Mac Brown covered in Mayo. Like, we had chances, and it didn't happen because I'm fairly certain he was one of the coaches most likely to make like an angry Donald Duck noise when covered in mayonnaise.
Yeah,
I wanted that very badly for me, for the world. But if I can't have that, watching someone attempt to row the yoke makes me very happy.
What's an emulsification besides a rowed yoke?
Hey,
row the yoke. Okay, we need a sign.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jordan, you gotta carry one now. You need a shirt.
With just Tubby looming in the background.
Row the yoke.
And then
Tubby with an oar.
Yes. I should send you the soup oar.
They won't let me in with it. That's a weapon.
We can talk with Miller. We'll see. You got all access, baby.
I'll have a press bag, baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's my emotional support.
I need it
for work.
It's my emotional support oar. I can't go anywhere without it.
Jordan, I need you to get the soup oar signed by PJ Fleck. This is very important. I wonder how much it's going to cost to overnight ship.
Roll the yoke, ski ma.
All you gotta do is get it to my hotel. I'll tell you what hotel I'm at.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I'll send it here.
I'll send it with a sibling courier.
We also have our final bowl game of the non-playoff bowls, which is usually our first bowl game, but we've moved it this year. Our Bahamas Bowl, which is Buffalo versus Liberty Bibberty at 10 a.m. Central on the 4th.
What
else is going on that day?
This is why you take the Buffalo job. This is why Pete Lem Buffalo took the Buffalo job to get the Bahamas Bowl berth. It's what it is. So Pete Lem Buffalo goes to the Bahamas. That's it. That's it. That's the dream as the Buffalo head coach, right? Win the MAC title or go to the Bahamas Bowl. That's what you want to do in the MAC.
Okay, so everything else that day is NFL, which is why it's on at 10 a.m.
I'm trying to look up to see if Liberty appearing in a Bahamas Bowl in January is a sign of the apocalypse. Is that seas being turned to blood?
It feels like it, yeah.
Okay. All right. I was just...
I'm just glad they would not...
Oh, no, it's a great tribulation. Never mind. I'm good.
Did you know that Minnesota and Virginia Tech have never played each other? That feels weird for two teams that have been around forever. But I guess Virginia Tech has not been good except the last 30 years, 40 years.
Virginia Tech really...
Yeah, Minnesota and VT were not good at the same time.
I feel like...
that makes sense.
Is it hard to get to Blacksburg?
Yes.
Blacksburg is it's not super convenient. It's not that far off 81, but it's not.
But I mean, like before, like interstate.
If you are not on the correct interstate corridor, it is quite difficult to get to.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Are they in that holler, not the holler over?
Yeah.
And if you're in the holler over, you can't get there?
The holler in question is the Shenandoah Valley, which famously is only a couple ways into.
Okay, it's a holler.
Yes.
Yeah. So I figured that's why like Virginia Tech doesn't really play too many weird games, because it's just like in their long history, I just feel like they're like, whoever can get to us will play them, and whoever we can get to we'll play them.
International Airport.
Country roads, but we're singing about Virginia Tech, who is the proper Western Virginia team.
It is actually about Western Virginia. So.
Okay.
Fight
Country
me.
ham.
It's about Western Virginia, Beth.
Ask John Tender. He's not alive. And the last time I saw him, he was playing at the stadium dedication. Fight me.
I mean, we could pay anyone to play at a stadium dedication.
Becca's got the knives back there. I'm not fighting you, Beth.
That's fair.
We also have 2 more games to talk about that will be done by the time we talk to you next time.
Yeah.
We have 2 games that I'm going to. First off, the Division 3 national title game, the Stag Bowl, named after Amos Alonzo Stagg, head coach at the University of Chicago and a bunch of other places.
The University of the Pacific, too.
Oh, yes, the University of the Pacific as well. This game will be played at Houston Dynamo Stadium. I don't know what it's actually called. It's the soccer stadium in Houston where Houston Dynamo plays.
Stadium. It's got to have like some power company branding or something.
It is Shell Energy Stadium. You got it.
There it is. I knew it.
Yep.
I was wondering Credit Union. Okay.
Oh, God,
Shell Energy Stadium.
It looks like a bad old Orange Bowl.
Because the Dynamo are like orange and black color. Yeah, so it
looks like
very
you wrapped the Orange Bowl in crepe paper.
Ooh, I'm excited to see this now. I've never been to this one. So I'll be there. This is going to be Mount Union versus North Central. Mount Union, a traditional power in D3, have won a bunch of championships. As of late, not as good. Now, as of late, North Central from Illinois has been an absolute murder machine in D3.
Yeah, this is a good matchup.
I posted a picture of the stadium.
This is kind of like the old guard in D3 versus the new power. Because like Mount Union has so many D3 titles.
Yep.
And North Central is the old, the brand new like D3 powerhouse where
I like New Dad. New Dad wears his baseball cap backwards.
New Dad, North Central. He's got the interlocking letters. It's great. I don't know if
Mount Union has 13 claimed national titles and has been playing football for 131 years.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
North Central has like 2 in the past 3 years, right?
Yeah, something like that.
They lost last year to Cortland, but they I think they almost three-peated. But like they have 2 D3 titles, so it feels like the new bully on the block. It takes on the wily old D3 veteran in the Purple Raiders of Mountain Union. I don't know who would win this game, so this should be interesting. I believe North Central is the favorite.
They are the favorite, yes.
Yeah. So
the only game that North Central head coach Brad Spencer has lost in his whole career at North Central was 1 game, and it was that game against Cortland last year.
Wow.
He's 43-1 there.
Wow.
It's only lost.
That's real good, y'all. Okay. And then, of course, we roll into Monday night. I don't know why they put this on Monday night. Whatever. We'll see how it goes.
Because of playoffs.
The FCS championship game is on Monday the 6th.
Ooh.
I'm so excited, though. Like, I'm so excited for this game. Also, are we one of us needs to keep track of Bridget during this game for safety.
I need to see if she's coming, because if she's coming, I'll be able to actually put clamps on her.
Yeah, she's
Big Sky Bridget wellness check.
Yeah, she may be so nervous she rattles apart, and I'm worried about her.
If we had we do the reaction videos or like the watch-alongs, we would definitely have like Big Sky Bridget on a cam for this game. Fan reaction.
We need to make a chart, so, like the pain chart, so we can see just where Bridget is, and Bridget can circle 1 at various points during the game, so we make sure that we know how Bridget is at all times.
Yeah, we'll just have her in the chat, like, okay, where you at, Bridget?
I need to find a quote from the South Dakota State band directors who love us. Their whole staff loves us. I was sad because I offered this year, if they came back, I was going to bring my clarinet and going to play. They were going to bring me a folder, but they're not going to be there. And from their director, losing this game and knowing we won't be in Frisco with the pride of the Dakotas meant I had to write the saddest short story in the year. For sale, clarinet folder, never used.
Oh, I'm thinking that I want to arrange our theme song for marching band, and I want to see if we can get bands to play it.
Oh, 100% we could.
And Teal College, come on down.
I mean, they would. I know Teal would.
Oh, man.
I bet Ferris State's band would.
I guarantee it would. Hey, play our theme song.
Band directors who are listening.
Good God.
You know where to find us.
Yeah.
I guarantee.
Hey, Beth.
Hey, what?
We have our own music conference, but it's just for sickos band directors. We hold it in Chicago at the same time.
As Midwest.
Yes, but it is a guerrilla conference.
Oh my God. I want to know how many years it would take us to get Randy Standy to show up at ours.
It would not, you know what? Fewer than you think. The answer is always going to be fewer than you think.
Yeah, that's true.
God, okay. Folks, those are the games that we have. We need to release everyone else back to real work. And so we will see you on the other side. Thank you for having this special episode with us. I don't know when I'm going to release this. I have to release this on New Year's Eve.
We're going to do a special double Sickos podcast.
Double drop.
Double drop.
Double drop these nuts.
Double dragon.
Do not. HR.
A one and a two. A one,
Double.
a two, a 1, 2, 3. Wait.
Becca, do you have anything to add?